New information.
Paul, tonight we're hearing about another security pat-down horror story at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. This time it's from a local flight attendant and cancer survivor who says she was forced to show her prosthetic breast during a pat-down. Her story is part of a growing backlash against intrusive new security measures at our nation's airports, and her story is also all new tonight at 11 o'clock. Kathy Bossy lives in South Charlotte. A flight attendant for 32 years. She had to walk through security 3 months ago, which began innocently.
I was selected by the TSA to go through the new body scanners that they had.
She reluctantly agreed. As a 3-year breast cancer survivor, this is on her last day of chemo with superstar Toby Keith. She says she didn't want the added radiation through her body, but she said fine.
When I got out of there, she said that because my ID was on my back, I had to go to a personal screening area.
2 female Charlotte TSA agents took her to a private room and began what she calls an aggressive pat-down. They then got to feeling around her right breast, the one where she'd had surgery.
She put her full hand on my breast and said, "What is this?" And I said, "It's a prosthesis because I've had breast cancer." And she goes, "Well, you'll need to show me that."
Kathy was asked to remove her prosthetic breast as a flight attendant on her way to work.
I did not take the name of the person at the time because it was just so horrific of an experience that it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe that somebody had done that to me.
Since then, Kathy has contacted the Legislative Affairs team, a group through the Flight Attendant Union. She sent us the email she sent them. She wants to see something change when it comes to these personal pat-downs.
There's blowers and there's dogs that can sniff out bombs, and there's no reason to have somebody's hands touching your body parts.
Tonight, a TSA representative sent me to the TSA policy. It says agents aren't supposed to remove any prosthetics, but are allowed to ask and see and touch any passenger's prosthetic. 20 minutes ago, I did get another email from the TSA saying it will review this particular matter. Paul, we also heard tonight from the TSA over the swirling controversy with child pat-downs.
You may recall last night we wanted clarification on the policy after an anonymous flyer complained that his 6-year-old son was groped at Charlotte Douglas International during a screening. Before he went on that breaking news, our WBTV's Tom Rousey spoke with the TSA and a man who wants all passengers to boycott full body scans and pat-downs.
We're not going to stand for this fake security theater anymore.
Tonight we interviewed George Donnelly on Skype. He's one of the folks organizing National Opt-Out of the Airport Scanners Day for next Wednesday. He's encouraging folks who fly to say no to body scanners and get a pat-down instead. But it's not that he's a fan of pat-downs either. He's receiving lots of accusations on wewon'tfly.com, like one from Charlotte that says a man's 6-year-old son was essentially groped in his groin area.
Unfortunately, there are too many stories like that, and I hope that the TSA wises up and stops harassing children so much.
We asked the TSA about it last night. They sent this statement, and if you read it, you see it didn't really answer our question. But tonight we asked if they wanted to be more specific, and they added this line. After a thorough risk assessment and after hearing concerns from parents, we made the decision that a modified pat-down would be used for children 12 years old and under who require extra screening.
Well, that's a very small but good sign.
But Donnelly says he still thinks the TSA has a long way to go.
It's because I'm a dad. Jim Babb, co-founder, is also a dad, and we don't want to see our kids traumatized by this.
Well, we asked the TSA what they mean when they say they use a modified pat-down on kids. They said they couldn't get that specific. So we still don't know for sure how aggressive they can get with patting down children.
We have more breaking news right